Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Aurogiri. And today, I'm very pleased to let you guys know that yesterday, while I was away at my friend's, my other friends in What Do were playing, and Fused Bear was a reward. Hello everybody. But that's right, so even though this update might be partially broken, and we're not getting any of the new drops like Fig and Yo Homo Momo, whatever the drops are called, Yamamomo, all those things. Even though all those new drops aren't here, yesterday in the Aya dungeon, and I don't know if it's specific to the Aya dungeon, the Fused Bear was received as a reward to Lyra's friend Rain. I don't know his in-game name exactly, but I've seen the screenshot, and he sent him the screenshot, he sent me the screenshot, and Fused Bear came as a reward. And that's kind of phenomenal. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be in the game with this update being as broken as it was. Because normally you're supposed to be able to get the Fused Bear recipe, and you can start collecting the new drops to make it. So I was assuming, since the new drops weren't showing up, that Fused Bear wasn't here, and this event was just a race to make as many Fusion Bears as you wanted, because with the Sunday Aya Day made, like, we were getting 200 acorns like an hour. Like, that's bonkers. Like, I probably have 700 right now. And I only played it for like 4 hours. Like, that's amazing. But hey everybody, welcome to the chat. Welcome, happy Monday. I'm amazed some people showed up. But like, this is big news. Like, if this doesn't just make you want to go like burst like $20 worth of restores next Sunday, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, I don't even know if it's restricted to Sunday. But I know that next Sunday I'm going in. I'm doing pretty good, Daddy Jalal. I'm doing pretty good. But yeah. Hey Christian, how you doing? So many people here. So many people. How you guys doing? But like, whew. So my advice right now, what I'm doing is I'm going to be running the event on the non-Aya days just with all my energy, because I really didn't care on the regular days that weren't Aya. But now that Fused Bear, and it's like a low ass percent, guys, like this is like, if you thought getting a fused recipe was hard, this is like half as hard as getting a fused recipe. So, not half as hard, like double as difficult, half as likely, I'd say. I believe Fused Bear is like a 0.5% drop rate on every day of the week, but on Aya Day, so next Sunday in the last 4 days of the event, its drop rate gets doubled to a 0.1% or a whole 1%, something like that. I don't know the numbers specifically off the top of my head, but that's how it goes. So on Sunday, that's the day you really want to go in. But I still think, unless you're doing like Ibis and other things, but if you're just focusing on this event here, next Sunday, like, that's when you want to use all them restores. Like, save up that daily OC, sell some stuff, whatever it may be. You know, I'm gonna try and get rid of all of my restores Sunday and the last few days of the event for sure. So let's look at the chat here. Hey Youngs, do I think they'll ever raise the level cap? Probably. I think they will at some point. They did make getting to 130 a hell of a job. I think that we'll see 135 or 140 someday, but I I don't think they're gonna make it as big of a climb. Like, I feel like 130, there's something special about 130. Like, so many mags have an effect that says 130. And if you look at weapons like the Fujin Raijin swords, and like if you look at the effects on the Fujin Raijin swords and the Tempest mags, their effects read, you know, if level 130 or higher. So, you know, they've positioned themselves so that the game can go to a higher level. There's nothing stopping them, and effects won't change. So the game is has the foundation to go higher than 130. So I definitely think it's gonna happen. When it's gonna happen is I'm pretty sure they can like look at all of the players and put them on like a spreadsheet, because they seem to know how much on average players are, like level wise and stuff, to a degree, I think. But if they plan on doing like whenever a certain amount of percentage of players reach a certain point, I don't know about that, but eventually they're gonna have to, because right now they're really slow with new content, even on the other consoles. Like a year ago, there was something new. Like every 2 months, there was like a big meta shift. Like, oh, new weapons, okay, gargoyles, okay, dragon arcs, okay. Now there's Satan. Now there's, you know, level 120 plus weapons, and then there's Odin, and then there's Fallen Star. Then there's the whole Mephistopheles thing, and then there's Abyss and Elsin, and then there's Lancelot's, and then there's Other Side, and then it stopped. But I think it'll happen. But I really think they're kind of opposed to it at the same time. This is a good question, by the way. I feel like they're opposed to boosting the level cap because if you look at the new weapons we're getting, like Other Side was 127, that was the highest level weapon they released, and then they dialed it right back right after. It was Other Side, and then it's like Supreme right after, and it goes back to 125. And then like the new weapons that JP just got, they're 125 as well, and the Blitz Tiamat weapons are 125 as well. It's like they don't, I feel like they received a bit of backlash from the Other Side event, or maybe they tried to, like, Other Side didn't go as well as they thought, because I think the majority of players were like 120 to 125. So even if they got Other Side, and back then Other Sides were random weapons, like they were random levels, so even if you got your Other Side, it could be like 122 to 127, and they used to have the game programmed like that. Supposedly they're like, oh well, we want weapons to come out randomly so that more players can enjoy the content. It's like bullshit. You want people to fucking suffer and spend money on restores. But I think level cap's definitely in the future, but it's gonna have to come after they release a 130 weapon, because they won't boost us to 135 unless they give us a reason to. They can make the option available, but unless someone just wants to go throw in another $1,000 or whatever it's gonna be, it's not gonna happen. They'd have to put Oni mode for the experience dungeon that only 130s can enter, and it's like a billion experience ticket or something. But even then, what's the point? If all they do is increase the level cap, and then let's say they make a new EXP dungeon for people to level up, that's boring as fuck. Like legit, that's boring. Because all it is, like, okay, cool, like I can now go do this stuff and go level up again. It's like, well, who wants to level up again? But if they change the game so that they make new dungeons, or what I want them to do is literally make an Oni mode for every dungeon, and it's just like a 130 version, and it legit gives you billions of experience instead of millions, and we can actually just farm experience and use our billions or our tons of experience boosts we've built up. Then, I think, that's the way to go. But if they change the game so that they make a new dungeons or whatever they do, then I think they'll have to change the game. But if they change the game so that they make new dungeons, or what I want them to do is literally make an Oni mode for every dungeon, and it's just like a 130 version, and it legit gives you billions of experience instead of millions, and we can actually just farm experience and use our billions or our tons of experience boosts we've built up. like, if they made it in that way, if they brought back actually leveling up, and the dungeon does not require a 5-man body party, if they make just dungeons, and they don't require a body party, and everyone in it gets the same experience, and we get to go in, and have fun, and level up, and use our experience boosts, and put, like, cool, crazy drops in the dungeon, and cool rewards, and leveling up takes, like, a month, but it's fun, then fucking do that. If they want to boost level cap, do that. If they're just gonna put level cap as here's 135, it takes 100 billion experience, like, go fuck yourself. Like, well, I guess 100 billion is not even that much. If you think about it, like, it's like 200 billion to get to 130, so I was thinking 1,000 billion, whatever. So, like, if you know what I mean. Like, if it was 100 billion a level, I'd be down, but just don't make me do experience dungeon again. Like, yeah, that would be legit. That would put some fun back in the game. Like, I said make it available to 130s, but make it available for 128s. I don't want people going through the experience dungeon. It's garbage, man. Like, at that level, it's garbage. Like, let people that are 128 plus get in some dungeons with some boys, and you run it, and you come out of it with like 10 billion a run, or what? Even if it was 10 billion a run. Even if it was 1 billion a run. We do 200 runs of a fucking dungeon. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah. But yeah, like, if I definitely think level cap will increase someday, but what concerns me is how they'll go about it. If they just make it an exponential experience gain, then, like, fuck off. Like, pardon my French, but literally, like, no one's, yeah. Yeah. So that's my thoughts on that. But the bulk of my thoughts right now are that Fused Bear is in the game. Please run this event on Sundays at least, because that's when it's going to have the highest drop rate. But every day I'm going to pump my energy into it. Like, twice a day I'm going to do 100 some energy of this dungeon. Because Fused Bear, like, Fused Bear has its pros and cons for sure, but it's like free. Like, you just get it in a reward. Thanks to you came from 30 to 63. Awesome, Juice. Awesome. Keep it up. But yeah, think about Fusion Bear, Fused Bear. The difference is Fusion Bear is 56 chakra, 3 ornamentation slots, 60 rain, 60 wind, and 110 skill force, 3000 attack. Really good stuff. Fused Bear is, like, I think a bit more skill force. The skill force applies to all skills, whereas Fusion Bear does not apply to sublimes. It's 80 rain, 80 wind, and then negative 80 lightning, negative 80 mountain, I believe. And I think it still has the attack on it. I could be wrong. But Fused Bear is like 45 chakra. It's like a 105 with like a Tempest stats. Like, it's right good. It might have defense on it too, because Fusion Bear doesn't have defense. So Fused Bear is like the next level Fusion Bear. Both are still good, mind you. So you should be farming for one or the other, especially on Sundays. But hell yeah, man. If confirming that Fused Bear doesn't get you excited, I don't know what will. I have a really good thumbnail planned for this video. I put it out later. I took the image. Now this is like a One Piece call out, so like a reference, I guess. So if anyone's like up to date in One Piece within the last like 10 years, you'll know about the War of the Best with Ace and Whitebeard and like Shanks and all them guys. Well, there's a part where like Whitebeard's like, now it's kind of a spoiler, but I'm putting it as the thumbnail because it's like 10 years old. So if you have no idea what One Piece is, you won't even know what this is, but Whitebeard's like, One Piece is real, and he like yells it at the top of his lungs, and I just like took the screenshot from a manga, and it's like Fused Bear is real, and I'm putting that as like the thumbnail, and I'm proud of it. But I know you guys won't see it because you saw the live stream, so that's why I'm telling you now at the end of the video. But Juice Fused Bear is a Magatama with rain and wind element and a bunch of skill force. How to get Oogis is you have to get gacha tickets or OC, and you have to use that in the Neon Coral Pond and hope that the cat gives you an Oogie card. Damn, worm, you do damage. Yeah. Oogies are like borderline pay to win, but you'll get them pretty often. I got 4 rewards. Whew. Quince, acorn, strawberry, black bear. You have, yeah, you get OC every day. You have to use that in the regular Neon Coral Pond. You can't use it in the premium. Yeah. Other than that, you'd have to put money in. Like, you'd have to go buy, like, a PSN card or something. But yeah, guys, that's what I wanted to say. Thanks for coming out. Little stream, just wanted to put it out there. Fused Bear is real. Please, farm that. You know I'm going to smash that like button. Well, thanks, man. You know. I mean, if you liked it, send a like. You know, I like Fused Bear. I put a tweet out of the image already, so... but if you want to see, I'll show you really quick. Juice, I got time here. So you go to the Neon Coral Pond from the shopping plaza. It loads. You can use unpaid OC in right here. These ones here are unpaid. Like if I clicked on this, right? It says the free Onigiri coins balance will be used first. So if you look at here, I have 288 bought coins. And I have 641 free. So the free is the unspendable. Like you can't use this in the point room, but you can use it here, or you can use it to energy restore or buy boosts, anything you'd like. But you use it in this part of the thing in the normal gacha, but you can't use it in the special gacha. So the money is different. So. But that said, I'm going to get on out of here. You guys have yourselves a great Monday. Happy farming. Save up. I don't even know if we can get restores right now. Maybe just from Ibis. If you want to run Ibis during the week, build up some restores, and then blow them all on Sunday. Like, that's up to you. But, yeah, guys. This Sunday coming, and a little bit, and then 4 days after that, it's going to be Aya. So those are the days you really, really want to go in. But I really suggest you guys just keep running the gold caverns every day with at least some of your energy. And Hopper, I saw you say that you'd sell restores, but you can't sell restores in your bazaar. If we could, I would go on my alts every day and I would have a stack of like 900 energy restores, which would be 3 years worth of energy restores, which is kind of crazy. But you would have so many energy restores and we'd sell them to ourselves. Energy restores are not sellable. But that said, I'm out of here. Have yourselves a good farm, and I wish you all the best of luck. If you know anyone that gets a Fused Bear, let me know. I want to hear about our chosen few. Hopefully you'll be one of them. Hopefully I'll be one of them.